Today I'm going to be sharing some top tips on how I keep my hair healthy and strong and how I overcame some pretty significant breakage, particularly around my scalp, and now my hair is thicker and in better condition than before. So I'm going to share some top hair care tips along with my full hair care routine. Please subscribe if you're new for 2 to 3 videos every single week. It's a huge passion of mine that women just put themselves first and put themselves as a top priority in their life, whether that's looking after themselves physically, mentally, emotionally, all those types of things we chat about on this channel. Lots of good vibes and lots of support and encouragement, so I hope you subscribe and stick around. So for reference to begin, I want to say that my hair is balayaged with Olaplex, and I do want to stress that I have Olaplex as a treatment. I think it makes a huge difference in the quality and condition of your hair, especially if you're going blonder. I was almost black, my hair, and I've gone to this colour in 2 years and I have very little damage, if anything, because of how much I'm taking care of my hair now, and because of Olaplex my hair is in better condition. And this colour on top is my natural colour, and my balayage is obviously all the way through the mid-lengths and ends. Shampoo. My number one shampoo, and this was recommended to me from my hairdresser and I have not looked back since using it. It is Nioxin. You may have heard of Nioxin or similar shampoos that stimulate hair growth at the scalp if you suffer with thinning hair, bald patches, hair loss or breakage, and this has saved my hair. It is so good, it really does work. My hairdresser notices a positive difference in my hair every time I go, as in she feels more like, she says it feels and looks thicker when she's blow drying it. My hair used to be so lank and straight, whereas now I need to control it a lot more because it frizzes, because there's so many baby hairs growing where the breakage was. So it really does work. It really has helped grow my hair. We get the big old bottles from TK Maxx. It still lasts months and months and months, so well worth spending a bit extra on if you suffer with breakage or hair loss or anything else like that. One thing you might be wondering about in this video that is missing, and that is dry shampoo. I don't use dry shampoo. My hairdresser advises me not to use it. I know that is really controversial, but I also have seen and heard a lot of controversial things about dry shampoo. I will link a Facebook post below. So I cut dry shampoo out. I started noticing my hair here growing back, so when I have my hair up, you might notice in videos now, when I have my hair up you will see before this whole area was completely bald, whereas now it's got a good amount of little baby hairs growing through. No huge lifestyle changes, diet changes, anything like that, just stopping using dry shampoo and using Nioxin. I use purple shampoo to top up my toner. This really helps keep my hair ashy and bright. Year round I tend to use purple shampoo maybe once a week, once a fortnight, and sometimes I leave it on for a little bit whilst I'm like shaving my legs or whatever, and that just intensifies the toning. But obviously don't leave it on for too long, especially if you are blonde, because it can dye your hair like a purpley tinge. The one I use is the Schwarzkopf Bonicure Colour Freeze, and again I get the big bottle from Sally's. That would be my hair care tip, especially because I really do believe in investing in good hair care. There are some great brands on the high street, but I think if you're spending hundreds of pounds getting your perfect colour, then you really should be willing to spend a little bit extra, which is a fraction of the price in comparison, on actually maintaining that colour and keeping it fresh and looking after your hair. Another range I am really loving at the moment is a new range from Biolage, and these guys are owned by L'Oreal, and this range is the Biolage Raw range. So you can get this on Feel Unique, I think, some other stores online, I will link it below, but this is more of a naturally focused brand, so I know for some people that is a real interest. I know personally I tend to prefer to use SLS free shampoo, and all of their products are SLS free. The packaging is 99% biodegradable, which is pretty cool. I wanted to give a huge shout out to the Masque. I have the Nourish range, which is for dull dry hair, and the Rehydrate Clay Mask from Biolage is insanely good. It's so nice. So masks are a huge part of my hair care routine. Masks make the biggest difference for me in the condition of my hair. I like to damp my hair and put masks on my dirty hair and then shampoo and condition as normal, and that kind of technique I've learned from using Olaplex, because Olaplex, I keep raving on about them, but they have a #3 product, I think it is. Yeah, so Olaplex have the #3, which is the at-home version of the in-salon treatment, and this basically prolongs the effect of Olaplex in between your colour appointments. So you put this on damp, towel dried but still dirty hair, as you would any other mask. You massage it in, you know, through the, I put it on my scalp right down the lengths and ends, and then I comb it through to make sure it's evenly distributed. Leave it on for as long as possible, at least 10 or 15 minutes, and then shampoo and condition as normal. The ends feel amazing. There's just no frizz, no flyaways. It's just the best. Love this one. It is expensive for this little pot. It's £30, and whenever I buy it I'm a bit like FYI lasts, again, I want to say about at least 6 months, because you really hardly need that much because your hair is wet. I would much rather spend £30 and have the effects of Olaplex last, because Olaplex protects your hair from being damaged by the bleach. So the mask trick of putting your mask on dirty but damp towel dried hair, I use that method with most of my other masks. One mask in particular I love, which is a bit pricier, is the Macadamia natural oil one. This is their deep repair mask. This is incredible. Again, you can sometimes find this in TK Maxx, so it will be a little bit discounted. One brand I wanted to shout out if you are on a budget, Garnier Ultimate Blends range. I have the conditioner. This is the avocado and shea butter one. I've used the shampoo as well as the mask at my friend's house when I stayed with her, and the whole range. I didn't use this shampoo and mask. I think it was like maple or something like that, but most of the products in the range I've heard great things about, and again, these have no parabens. I think if you're looking for something that is hydrating and has that more natural leaning but still on a budget, the best quality you can get at that like affordable price. So when I'm out the shower and my hair is towel dried, I like to put some sort of serum or oil on it, and the two that I swap between at the moment, this is the System Professional Reconstructive Elixir, which is more of a serum, but it does feel like there are some oils in this, but it's definitely a serum texture because it has that slight silicone slip to it, which I really like. I really like that if I'm going to curl my hair, because I don't want anything too heavy. But if I do want something more nourishing, I love, again, the Macadamia Natural Oil Healing Oil Treatment, and this is more of a traditional like thicker hair oil. And I will always comb through my wet hair with the wet brush. I could not be without this. Something about the way the wet brush is made, it just glides through my hair Most of the time, if I'm honest, I just air dry my hair, obviously because it's less damaging. But I also honestly quite like the texture of my natural hair. You will see in my favourites video from a few months ago, I was using this a lot and I still really like this. I'm obviously not using it as much in summer because it's really hot, but if I do want to do a little blow dry and smooth my hair out a little bit, but I don't necessarily have time to curl it, this is amazing as well. This is the Mark Hill Ball blow dry brush. I can't remember what it's called, I will link it below. On dry hair, I don't tend to use that much product, but if I've curled it like today, I will use something to put in my hands when I'm finger combing and like roughing up my curls. Today I used the Colour Wow 1 Minute Transformation Styling Cream, and I really like how lightweight this is. It's obviously a cream, so it's not got any oil within it that is gonna, you know, weigh your hair down or potentially ruin your curls. I will go in with a shed load of hairspray to finish off. This is the last like finishing touch I always do if I've curled my hair. Even if I've straightened it or blow dried it, I find this just weatherproofs my hair that little bit more if I'm going outside and it might be humid or it might be raining, and sometimes even under an umbrella, sometimes the air can just frizz your hair a little bit, and hairspray just protects it that little bit more. Elnet is the one I've used since forever. I couldn't imagine using any other hairspray. So lightweight, non-sticky, can brush out the day after and still holds your style really well. Hit the thumbs up button or let me know in a comment if you want to see my hair care kind of start to finish routine in terms of how I like to style it like this in these like messy curls. And I will see you in a few days with my next one. Bye!